A surprise update to one of Carnival Cruise Line's brand's specialty drinks, dining, and Wi-Fi packages has some wondering, will this be coming to all of Carnival Cruise Line's brands? And is it wise to remove that 15 drink a day limit for Carnival cruisers? Let's roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. It's your Captain Corey. Thanks so much for stopping by today. And let's get things kicked off with a question of the day. Question: when you cruise, what upgraded amenity do you normally buy? Wi-Fi, drinks, specialty dining? Let me know your answer in the comments down below. For me, it's Wi-Fi. Now let's get into the discussion today. Some folks within the industry are raising an eyebrow. Can't really do that because of a new Princess Cruise Line Premier package that was just announced, which happens to be a major departure policy-wise from what we see across the Carnival brand. And the biggest departure, the removal of the 15 drink per day limit policy that's been in place on Carnival and Princess cruises for as long as I can remember. Now, if you're not aware, Carnival Corporation is the parent company to several different cruise brands around the world, one of them being Princess Cruise Line. And just today, Princess began making cruisers aware of new enhancements to what they call their Premier package. And I think this kind of package is the future of cruising. I think it's a really good benefit to cruise passengers while still earning a healthy profit margin for the cruise lines. Nobody's really getting ripped off. It's just a decent deal all around. And I wish more cruise lines offered this kind of package for their guests. But like I said, the biggest eyebrow raiser, it's the removal of that policy that's been in place for a long time now, which limits passengers to 15 alcoholic beverages per day on board their cruise. And this is a big sticking point with cruise passengers because you really don't see this kind of limit with other main lines, especially the big competitor, Royal Caribbean. And this new change represents a big departure from that historical norm that we've seen. And it's causing people online to start wondering, is this change coming to Carnival Cruise Line as well? And it's not lost on me that I asked this question amidst the backdrop of this video highlighting the most dangerous cruise line in America. And if you haven't seen it yet, I'm just going to tell you now that Carnival ranks fairly high up on the list. I encourage you to watch it later on after this video. I'll pin it for you at the end so you can learn for yourself just what goes on some of these cruise ships. Now let's get into the juicy debate. Should Carnival just ditch the 15 drink a day limit and let the good times flow with unlimited drinks all the time? This is one topic that's sure to spark a lot of conversation. On one hand, offering unlimited drinks could take the guest experience to the next level for Carnival cruisers. Imagine the freedom of not having to count your cocktails and just get to enjoy your vacation without checking your little slips after every drink, especially late in the day. Plus, it could give Carnival a leg up on the competition, especially since, like we said, Royal Caribbean, their competitor, they're not penalizing you after you've had a certain number of drinks. And let's be honest, who doesn't love the idea of getting a little bit more bang for your vacation buck? Carnival could charge a bit more for this kind of package, but the value could still be a big win for their passengers. But here's where the plot might thicken a little bit. Without that 15 drink daily cap, there's a chance some folks could go a little too hard at the bar, overconsume, and it could lead to all sorts of shenanigans, some fun and some not fun at all. We're talking about everything from health concerns to safety issues to those moments you wish you could forget about, but your friends and your cell phone videos will never let you live it down. And don't even get me started on the crew. They'd have their hands full keeping things under control if everybody suddenly was drinking 20 or 30 drinks a day. Plus, unlimited drinks might mean more legal headaches and higher insurance costs for Carnival Cruise Line overall, which could be the ultimate buzzkill at the end of the day. And of course, we need to talk about Carnival's reputation here for a minute. We all know it's got a little bit of a party vibe already, but going full throttle on the booze could turn that up to 11. And while it sounds like a blast for some, it might not sit well with families or folks who prefer a little bit quieter cruising. After all, there's a fine line between a fun night out and a scene straight out of a reality show starring Snooki. And you know, it's not lost on me that you come here for my thoughts and opinions, and I'm going to share them for you now. I, for one, would be perfectly fine with the limit going away. But if that happens, Carnival will definitely need to empower their crew members more than they already are. More specifically, their bartenders, to be able to cut people off, and them's the breaks. If a bartender says, no, that's it, you're cut off, and puts that into the computer, you are done drinking for the day. There's no arguing, no questioning management at the service desk. That's not going to change anything for you if you're too drunk to handle yourself. I think that's a perfectly reasonable compromise because Carnival's drink packages are really not any less expensive than anyone else's, but they do come with that limiter. And let's face it, there is a huge difference between someone who drinks 15 beers throughout a whole day and someone who's downing 15 shots of Patron in the club overnight. So for a lot of you beer drinkers who like to start off with a cold one and keep a couple flowing per hour because you're on vacation after all, and because you paid for them, and dang it, you're going to get your money's worth, I feel for you on this policy. It's a little restrictive for you in particular, and I hope that this is a change that Carnival brings fleet-wide in the near future. But what do you think about this 15 drink a day limit being lifted on the Carnival brand? Do you think it should transfer fleet-wide to Carnival Cruise Line? Go ahead and sound off about it in the comments down below. I know somebody out there is going to tell me 6 ways from Sunday how I am completely wrong, and I am here for it. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure you get subscribed here to the Midships channel. Leave a thumbs up to let YouTube know this is a good video and other cruisers might want to check it out too. And your time on the Midships doesn't end here, because coming up right now, I reveal who the FBI says is the most dangerous cruise line in America.
La 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 la